Hello everyone, and welcome to the top 5 games to buy on the Steam sale. This is a little thing that I threw together because I was looking at news stories and I didn't see anything very interesting, and I was like, well, the only thing that's really interesting is the Steam sale that's going on, and I thought of, wait, I can tell people what to buy! And so I figured I would just brainwash you into buying whatever I thought was good. So here is my list of top 5 games. Number 5 is Elite Dangerous by Frontier Development. This game is best said as a space trucker simulator. That's the joke, because a lot of the time people like to play the game to trade commodities between stations and different systems and whatnot, which is basically trucking, space trucking. But what I find the most interesting aspect of it is that the galaxy is the Milky Way galaxy, and you could travel to any point within that Milky Way galaxy, and that's what I find very exciting, and that's why I love to explore in this game. And one of the videos I did for the Wacky Wednesday of Elite Dangerous, I went and explored a black hole, and in fact I found like 3 of them, and there's something really exciting about that. I think it has a mixture of my excitement for science as well as just the sandbox exploration kind of gameplay. That really gets me into it. The other thing you can do is there's a lot of combat options that you can do. You can do piracy, you could hunt pirates, you can fight as a mercenary. So there's different things you can do in the game. I really like the game. It's number 5 because it's not the best game, I would say. It's got its flaws, but I think most of those flaws can be overlooked by just the scope of the game. Number 4 has to be The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. This game is my favorite, might be my favorite Bethesda game. And that's including Fallout 4. I really do like Fallout 4, but I feel like I don't have the sense of replayability as I got from Skyrim. I put like 500 hours into Skyrim, and that game is just too much fun for me. It's an addiction almost. So the game I highly recommend. If you haven't gotten it already, it's been on sale numerous times on Steam, and most people have it at this point. But if you don't have it, I highly recommend it. And again, I believe it's $5 on Steam with the 75% off. So there's no real reason not to pick it up if you enjoy a fantasy RPG. Skyrim would have made it higher though if it wasn't for the fact that sometimes you run into these bugs that are just so unexplainable that you just go, what the hell were you thinking, Bethesda? And again, this is a Bethesda game and bugs are almost expected at this point, but I feel like they should do better. Number 3 is Sins of a Solar Empire Rebellion by Ironclad Games. Now this one is a space RTS, and I really like this game, but not for the reasons you might be thinking. I don't really know much about Sins of a Solar Empire, and you might be like, how can you recommend this game if you don't know anything about it? Well, there is a mod, and that mod is Star Trek Armada 3, and that mod is in itself the reason why I bought this game, because I am a fanatical fan of Star Trek, and I watch every episode of Star Trek. You can quiz me if you want, but this is why I bought Sins of a Solar Empire, and that's why I recommend it now. I recommend Star Trek Armada 3 above Sins of a Solar Empire, but Sins of a Solar Empire is so cheap that I feel like, especially when it's on sale, that getting it and then getting the mod it's just an incredible experience. The mod itself, like, a lot of work went into making the ships. Because all those models are unique. Someone had to make them. So all those models were designed by the creator of the mod, and the attacks themselves, like the phaser shots, the disruptor shots, the photon torpedoes, all that had to be created by the developer of the mod. So this was a heavy-duty mod. This wasn't anything. This wasn't a small thing. So I really give credit to the mod creator for this mod, and I will link the mod in the description below. And this is definitely the mod for any big Star Trek fan. So number 2 is Europa Universalis 4, and if you've been watching my channel and you've been waiting for me to say Crusader Kings 2, I'm not going to say Crusader Kings 2, because Europa Universalis 4 is a better game. I'm sorry. I love Crusader Kings 2. Paradox does some really great work, but this is also a Paradox game, and EU4 is the better of the two, mainly because it just came out later and they've had more time with development with it, and it's just much more of a solid game. Now I don't know. I make it sound like it's obviously better. It's not obviously better. It is slightly better in my opinion. And it's definitely this is a subjective view. If you like Crusader Kings 2 more than Europe EU4, that is okay. I do not begrudge you for that. But I really, I think I like EU4 more, and I only wanted to put one Paradox game on this list. Otherwise, it would have been just Paradox games. I really like EU4, and it's on sale for under $5. And it is on sale for under $5, but there's a lot of DLC that comes with it, and if you want the full experience, it's going to be costly. So I warn you. But the base game, if you just want to have some fun with some Renaissance world domination kind of game, this is a good one to have. And finally, number 1. Now, what could it be possibly better than Europa Universalis 4? And what I would put above that? Well, Kerbal Space Program. Kerbal Space Program is one of the best games that I've played, to be honest. And it was one of the first games to go on early access for Steam, and it was one of the best examples of how to succeed in early access, because it's a fully released game now. This was developed by Squad, and the reason why I put this above Europa Universalis 4 is because the sandbox element of it, which is that you just get to create your own space program essentially and run it as you like and have fun with science. It's rocket science. You're doing rocket science in this game. It's great. It's great. I love it. As much as I am a great gaming nerd, I am so much more with science. I mean, if I really love science, you'd think I'd be a scientist, but I'm not. I didn't do that. I'm sorry. But I do love science, and this game allows me to play something and then also learn something as well. And that's really why I like Kerbal Space Program, and that is why I rank it as the number 1 game to get on a Steam sale. So I hope you enjoyed this list that I made, and if you want to share this list with someone else who give them some suggestions as well, I highly recommend that. And if you like the video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you all next time.